What the hell's going on, YouTube? I think it went down about like I had expected. That was a shit show last night. If you didn't tune in, Trump doesn't know how to answer a question. I mean, Biden doesn't either, but Trump doesn't know how to answer a question, and Biden fucking cannot talk. And I've seen some stuff today talking about, I was just listening to a video right before I started this, and I think he's right. The guy was talking about how Biden basically can effectively communicate, but only when he has a teleprompter. I think he's on the money. I mean, I think it's as simple as Biden's brain is failing him. He's old as hell, man. Like, Trump's old as shit too, but I think there's an obvious difference between the two of them, but Biden's having a tough time. It looked bad. Starting to like almost get a little sad at some points, but I don't know if you watched the highlights or whatever, the debate, I guess, if you wanted to or not. But I mean, like I said, it was pretty much, I think there was like a 20-minute period of them just calling each other the worst president in history, so that was interesting, I guess. But it's not like you watch these things to get a substantial conversation, like a policy-focused substantial conversation out of them. You're never going to get that. I mean, it's kind of sad, but it is what it is. I mean, yeah, it was pretty wild. They started talking about golf at the end. It was just like, what the fuck are we doing? I don't even know what was happening, to be honest. The thing that got me the most was looking at Twitter afterwards, because it was just like, I don't know if my algorithm's fucked up or what. It's just like, I feel like it's a lot of like left-wingy or liberal people, because I like favorite stuff all the time or like stuff all the time on there, more as like either a bookmark to myself or like it's funny in an ironic way if somebody's talking crazy, but maybe that fucks my algorithm up. But there's so many people on there that just like refuse to admit that was as bad as it was, and it's like, I don't know if these people don't have eyes or if it's just they just refuse to believe it. Like, I get it. They're not going to vote for Trump. They're never going to vote for Trump, so they're going to try to justify it, whatever. That's fine too. But I mean, if you're being an honest person, you can basically say, the way you handle that in my mind would be, you say, I'm not voting for Trump no matter what. Yes, that was a bad debate performance by Biden, but it doesn't matter. I'm still voting for Trump, which is whatever. You want to do that, go ahead. I get it, whatever. But, I mean, that was pitiful. Dude cannot complete a thought without stumbling over his words. And it's like, I think I do a halfway bad job just talking to the camera, like, just because I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say next as I'm going along. One, this is their job. This is all they do. And two, I mean, holy shit. Like, you don't stutter over your words for, like, literally 10-15 seconds trying to like finish the thought. Like, you can take a pause and just collect yourself and do that. He had his mouth open all weird. He's staring at the camera like that. It's like, stop, dude. What the fuck are you doing? But I think it's more visually, it was unappealing. It looked bad. And I mean, obviously the performance I thought was pitiful. I mean, I think the left-wing point that's being made right now is Trump's like the biggest liar of all time, and it's like, dude, are you that delusional? You think Biden's up there a truth teller? Mr. Commander-in-Chief has just never told a lie. He's honest. It's fucking Abraham Lincoln up there. It's fucking Honest Abe up there. I mean, they're both lying. Like, understand that, first off. If you think the guy you like just never lies, you're fucking stupid. Like, obviously they're both lying like blatantly or whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying they're not telling the whole truth. When Biden says the economy is the best it's ever been, it's like, yeah, dude, no, it's not. Like, according to what metric? And then they cite economists that are basically hired by their administration. Trump did the same kind of shit. It's like, dude, no. Yeah, unemployment's low. Also, everything costs more than it ever has in the history of our country. Great job. You're doing fantastic. Keep it going. People can't afford groceries, but the unemployment's low, so whoop-de-fucking-do, man. I don't know. I was watching it on another stream where they're talking, so, I mean, I obviously missed some parts, but it is I just distinctly remember the one guy that I was watching distinctly saying, shout out Phil Labonte. He's like a singer for a heavy metal band, but he's on Tim Pool's show, and he's talking about how infuriating it is for them to hear them just lie, like, either way. And it really is, honestly. Like, I guess for somebody who doesn't know the facts of what they're talking about or just doesn't pay that much attention, it all just kind of sounds like, yeah, like whatever they say. Like, of course they know what they're talking about. But, I mean, incessant amount of lying back and forth the whole time. I mean, it's insane. Trump's, I think, mostly was him lying about, like, I'm trying to think the one that stuck out to me the most, where he was like just talking and he's just full of shit. Like, probably like, I don't know if the immigration numbers are right. I don't know enough about the immigration shit, but I think he said something like 18 million. And it's like, one, they just don't know how many people. So whatever, you're just making shit up basically, which is, like I said, they're both doing it. They're completely doing it. Biden's fucking said something like there's 1,000 trillionaires. He meant billionaires. I don't even know if there's 1,000 billionaires in the United States, but I mean, like, Jesus Christ, dude, he just couldn't talk. And they're saying Trump's being this or that. I think Trump, as far as like how he looks in a debate, probably looked the best he ever has, just because I think the muting the mic thing helped him, because he couldn't just go off on a tangent and just try to like attack Biden over every little thing. So I think it actually helped him in a weird way, which is odd. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was the economic part of this. And they hit it pretty hard. They talked economy quite a bit there. And I pretty much, I think I called it, where they talked economics, immigration, and Biden went pretty hard into the abortion stuff. Excuse me. But economically, man. Okay, so they're both telling each other that they both have the best economy in history. Fact check, unmotherfucking true, man. Trump's was pretty solid, I think, until COVID happened, which I'm not saying it's his fault, and I'm not saying it's Biden's fault when he just kept spending money left and right either. Like, I mean, they didn't know what was going on at the beginning. Whatever, that's fine. Towards the end, I mean, it's starting to piss me off a little bit. It's like, dude, how long are we going to drag this bullshit on? But they both spent money like it was going out of style, man. And the stat I heard today was every president since George Bush has basically upped the budget in the sense of they just keep spending more and more and more money. Like, they outspend each other every single time. And Bush spent the most before his predecessor. Obama then spent more than him. Trump then spent more than Obama, and Biden is on track to spend more than Trump. So it's like, they can't get their fucking hand out of the cookie jar when it comes to the fucking budget, man. They have no control over, like, that. Congress controls the House and the Senate basically control the money in the main parts, but definitely during COVID, I mean, they gave a lot of power to the president to be spending money left and right. We're just giving money to other countries. We're fucking throwing money around like I said, like it's going out of style. People are like adjusted for inflation. Sounds like my fucking AC's breaking. It just it's pretty obvious to anybody who's paying actual attention to what's going on. The economy's not great, man. It's not. If you think it is, great. More power to you. It's not. People are having a hard time fucking affording their lives in general. Food, most expensive it's ever been. Insurance on your car, most expensive it's ever been. Gas prices high, not the most expensive they've ever been, but pretty high for a long time. Unaffordable. Your house is cost the most money it has ever costed, and your wages have went up, but not nearly as close to the rate of inflation. So, like I said, come on, man. It's not looking so great for the regular person in America, and it's not going to get any better anytime soon. I think when they were doing the debate stuff, they showed Biden's odds of like being nominated / winning the presidency like tanked at the beginning, because like I said, it was pretty tough. If you're hearing people saying, oh, it wasn't that bad, blah, blah, just go watch it, man. You have to watch it. And if after you watch it and you think, oh, that wasn't that bad, I don't know, man. You're entrenched. you're in there. Like I said, I think Biden like did quite a bit better on the last debate he did with Trump before in the last election. I thought he did so much better than he did the last time. This past one that was last night, it was pretty bad. Like I said, borderline sad. But I mean, I don't really feel bad for this guy. Dude's a power hungry freak. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna feel bad for you because you come up. You're doing it to yourself, man. Or at least his family's doing it to him, which is pretty fucked up if they're like pushing him to do it. But hey, I guess it is what it is now. But we'll see. I think there's one more debate after this. I don't know. I mean, Trump, I think, stomped his ass pretty decisively. And if you don't think so, let me know. I'd love to hear what you think. If you watch the whole thing, if you just watch clips, I don't want to hear it. Because that's not the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. It's not that long. Like I said, it's not that substantial either, but there's some funny shit in there every once in a while. It's at least, at a minimum, it's funny. But just watch it. You tell me how much you think they're lying back and forth. I don't know. Biden went pretty hard, tried to like personally attack Trump. I'm surprised he didn't really respond. Trump didn't really respond, but maybe that was his whole prep. Basically, don't bite on the bait that they're going to throw out at you. Honestly, for it being CNN, they didn't really interrupt, I don't think, almost at all. They didn't fact check shit. Everybody acts like they should have fact checked Trump into the dirt because he was lying the whole time. But I mean, if they would have fact checked anything, they would have fact checked everybody, man. Like, I know Biden said something about he brought the insulin prices down. Trump did it first. He said he didn't. Yes, he did. Like, there's a bunch of things where it's like, okay, the suckers and losers thing. If I have to see here Biden say fucking he called soldiers suckers and losers one more time, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Charlottesville, he brought that up again. He's done it every single time. I'm pretty sure Snopes even debunked that just a little while ago. Go look into it yourself. It's out of context. It's like soundbitey bullshit, talking points. A lot of it was like that. It is what it is. I mean, that's politics, baby. That's America's politics now. But like I said, it was at least interesting. Like I predicted the day before on Thursday's video, I was like, I don't know who watches these and like has their mind changed, but the only thing that I think might change somebody's mind is like, I think the Democrats, there's definitely some liberals and Democrats now thinking like maybe we should just not run Biden at all because he's like fucking decrepit, dude. He's falling apart and he's old as shit. Like, that's what happens. He's old. He probably has dementia, man. He's 80 something. Just let him be. It's gonna end. You gotta let it go. Let him sail into the sunset, man. But maybe they pick somebody else. I don't know how that would go. That'll be interesting. We'll wait for the day that happens. That'll be a fun video to do because, like I said, that might spice things up. But we'll get there when we get there. Otherwise, I don't know. You just got to watch it yourself and decide. You let me know if I'm crazy. You tell me if somehow Biden won that or Biden didn't look that bad. I think it looked pretty bad. I don't know. We're heading into the weekend. I'm going to go home and chill, hang out for a little bit. Got another 20 minutes of my drive, so hope if you're watching this in the car, y'all get home safe. Have a good weekend. Catch you Monday.